So, feudalism is our new topic that we are going to cover today. Before going to its meaning, let us try to understand what is feudalism, and after that, we will see what is the impact of the decline of the feudalism. So, basically, today we are going to cover feudalism, its meaning, and the decline of feudalism. So, feudalism is a social system that was very much popular in the European country during the 14th century. So, this is the Europe. Here in 14th century, it was very much popular. Why? Because it has bring a lot of changes in the society, in the in the social life also, and in the political life of the European countries. Not only this, moreover, it is also a shifting period when the medieval period was shifting from medieval period to the modern period. So that's why it is very much important. So feudalism during the 14th century, Western Europe witnessed a significant changes in the political and social cultural life of the people. So we have seen a significant changes. Now what is a social system? Let us try to understand. Feudalism is a social system, right? So what is a social system? So social system is a group of individuals that combines and create smooth functioning of the society. It means a group of people are coming together, are living together for the smooth functioning of the society. Now, since we are living in a society, we also need some system, right? So, system should be there. This person should be allotted this much of work, or these people are going to do this. We are going to maintain the society like this. So, this is a social system. Basically, this is a social system. So, feudalism is a social system. It was very much popular at that time because it was way of structuring society. Now, when the feudalism come, the society had been structured in a very good way, in a very good manner. The society was structured. Means, matlab they get a frame. They get a frame, and they were structured in a very good way. Not only this, the kingdom began to emerge as effective centralized power. So, due to this feudalism, now the kingdoms have begun to emerge as a effective centralized power. The ruler, the king, were begin to organize and to rule the kingdom in a very effective way. It was remarkable success in maintaining the empire. And due to feudalism, there was a remarkable success in maintaining the empire by the king. So this is feudalism. Before coming to the meaning, just I have given you a little description about the feudalism, that it is a social system. See, it is a social system, a way of structuring the society. Okay. Now let us see what is the meaning of the feudalism. So it was one of the most important social system that has social political relation based on the land, service and loyalty. So here you try to understood that here something is going on in the society where land is also involved, service is also there and loyalty is also there. So this in this way this social system, the feudalism was running at that time. The society was divided into three groups. Okay, at the time, the feudalism, the society was divided into three groups. Just now I told you that it was more structure. So a group of people has been divided there. So the first group was the warrior nobility. Here you will see the vassals were there. Now, who were the vassals? They act as the king, which means they had to work for their lord. Now, these vassals were the lord of their region and rule under the name of the king. Vassal means the people that has been allotted some land by the lord, by the king, and now they have to just rule under the name of the king. They have to support their lord with the military. In exchange for this, they were given land and reward. So this is the highest group of people where they have been appointed, they have been given land by the king, and now in return for this, they have to give their service to the nobility, to the king. Second group was there, the clergy. The clergy were the people who prayed and maintained the spiritual life of the society. Basically, the monk, the priest, the pope were there. This is the second group of people. And final, the peasants. So they were the manual laborers and farmers. This is the lowest order in the society. So here, while going through the feudalism, we will be aware with a few terms that is very common. That is vassal and fiefs. So, what is vassal? So, vassal were the lord of their region and rule under the name of the king. Okay, they were the tenants of the noble. And what is fiefs? Now the king has divided the land into large tract of land is called fiefs. A large tract of land has been given to these vassals, and this is known as fiefs. And feudalism has been derived from the Latin word feudum, that also means fiefs. Okay, it has been derived from this Latin word that also means fiefs. See, so was derived from the Latin word feudum, that means fiefs. Okay, so this is the meaning of the feudalism. I hope it is clear to you. Just now we have seen feudalism, that it is a social system, a way of structuring the society, and after that we have seen the meaning of the feudalism. Here we try to understand that it has been derived from the Latin word feudum, which means fiefs, and the society has been divided into three groups, and two terms were very much common here, that is the vassal and the fiefs. So the vassal were basically the tenants of the noble, and the fiefs were the large tract of land. I hope this much has been clear to you. Let us see the decline of the feudalism. However, at the beginning, this feudal system was very much of great importance for protecting many kingdoms in Europe, but it began to decline also. So, what were the reason that just came into force so that the decline of the feudalism occurred? Let us see one by one. So, here the first point is the increase in trade and commerce. So, as due to the rise of the wealthy merchant class, trade and commerce begin to flourish, this begin to decrease the absolute power of the feudal lord. What happened now? The trade and commerce are begin to flourish, and the wealthy merchant are there in the society also. They have some standard also. They have some way of doing the business also. That's why they were flourishing. And in this way, the feudal lords, those the vassals were there, those who have the land, they begin to decrease. Their absolute power begin to decline. So this is one of the first reason due to which the feudalism, the social system, begin to decline. Second one was urbanization. Since few cities and the towns are begin to emerge, new towns were just begin to emerge, it attract many artisans and peasants for better prospects of living. So many peoples are coming from here and there, and for the better prospect of living, they were roaming here and there. They were just coming in the new country, and they were allowed to do their work also. Now they are not under the control of the feudal lords, so that's why they were begin to roam or just begin to go here and there in the new countries. Not only this, in these new towns and cities, they are coming and just doing their work for the prospects of living. Revival of trade. So the trade system was also new. Now the feudal system, whatever the feudal lord were doing during the trade system, it has been changed by the wealthy merchants. So their way of doing the business was also different. People were free to go anywhere and to take up any professions. Now the people were free to go anywhere and do any profession. Basically, there was a relief from the feudal exploitation. So urbanization is the second reason, or the that second reason that just that is the impact of the decline of feudalism. Third one is the mode of payment in cash. Now earlier, what happened? The peasant have to give the service, whatever, and the feudal lords have also give service to the king. Cash system was very low. No cash system was going on. You have to give the service, only service. Now, town and cities encourage the production of the cash crops like cotton and sugarcane. Now they understood the importance of the cash, and this has been seen in the agriculture field also, where they begin to grow the cash crop, not only the food crops but the cash crops. Now, cash crops are those crops that will help in bringing more and more profit. Peasants were paid in cash for their product. Okay, now whatever they are doing their work, they have to not give their service, but they are going to get the cash in return for their product. Goods were sold in the market where money was the medium of exchange. So earlier in the feudal system, in the feudalism, money was not the medium of system. You have to give the service only. And those who were the class mobility was not there. Whoever born as a servant died as a servant at that time. So there was no legal powers were there. The feudal lords were just administering all these things. Okay, feudal lords and the clergy were doing. So that's why no trade and no industry was flourished also. But due to the coming of the trade and business and urbanization and mode of payment has been started, the decline of the feudalism has been started. Here, one of the most important point is there. The king also began to accept money from their vessel instead of service, as they also needed money to buy luxurious commodities. So now they are also in need of money, and cash was also there. So now what did they do? Instead of the service, they will begin to accept cash to buy luxurious. The kings were living a luxurious life, right? So they need also money. So that's why they will begin to accept cash in return of their service. So these are the 3 points, right? Just now we have covered that were responsible for the decline of the feudalism. The first one is the increase in trade and commerce. Second one is the urbanization. Third one is the mode of payment in cash. And let us see the fourth point. So this merchant class, now the rise of the powerful merchant class is the fourth reason. This merchant class began to ask for a higher status in the society. Since the merchants were wealthy, so they also need some status in the society, right? So they were demanding, they were asking that we need a higher status in the society. For this, they began to support the powerful monarch to undermine the position of feudal lord. So now for this, they will begin to just support the powerful monarch, the powerful people, so that they may also get some position in the society. Due to this, feudal structure begin to weaken and lead to the decline of the feudal order. So this is fourth reason why the feudalism has been declined. Finally, infusion of new ideas. So new ideas were created, new awakening among the people. This gave birth to new cultural movement called Renaissance that influences societal changes further lead to the decline of feudalism. So we will see in the next topic how Renaissance helped in the decline of the feudalism and a new system has been came. Basically, a new cultural movement was going on at that time, and due to this also, this feudalism, the social system began to decline. So we have covered 5 topics just now, where we have seen the decline of the feudalism. The first one was the increase in trade and commerce. Second one is the urbanization. Third one is the mode of payment in cash and rise of powerful merchant class and infusion of new ideas. So this is are the 5 reasons of the decline of the feudalism. So feudalism, however, flourished in Europe for many centuries, but it declined due to the above mentioned reason. I hope it may clear to you the feudalism, its meaning, and decline of the feudalism. So let us meet with a new topic in the next video.